Welcome to the Exercise Essential series. In this video, we're going to be talking about bass drum strength and control. We're going to go over the 3 essential exercises that you should be doing to improve your strength and coordination off of the drum set to help you improve your bass drum technique. These resistance exercises require no weights, require no tools except for a throne and your body. Now please remember, if you're new to this channel, that the premise of this whole idea of increasing our strength is to focus on skeletal muscle. Our muscle produces mechanical force, and if we can get that mechanical force production to be higher, stronger, and more precise, it's going to help us do what we want to do on this drum set better. Frankly, it also can help us prevent injury, because the more strength and coordination we have and more endurance we have, the less likely we are to get a repetitive strain injury. So, let's dive in. One of the largest muscle groups that helps with bass drum strength and coordination is our hip, the front of our hip, and more commonly known as the hip flexors. And there are several muscles in that area that comprise of the hip flexors. These hip flexors help to lift our leg up and down, which helps produce more powerful, stronger strokes, or helps to create the beginning of a double stroke if you're playing bass drum. The first exercise we're going to do will be for these hip flexors. So what I'd like for you to do is sit on your throne and make sure your throne is at the right height for you. And you'll know this by checking our throne height series video. Once you're on your throne, what I'd like for you to do is sit up nice and tall and have a straight back. And what I'd like for you to do is pick your leg up towards your chest and come back down without letting your back move at all. The goal is to feel the front upper part of the thigh kind of right at the crease of your leg and feel that area kind of burn and get a bit tense. Try to push this until you feel fatigue in that area and then perform it on the other side. Standing calf raises are a really common exercise. However, what I'd like for you to do is make sure that your heels don't touch the ground the whole time that you're doing this exercise. And I'd also like for you to tense your calf muscles like you're pretending to be a bodybuilder. Flex those muscles as hard as you can through the whole motion and make sure you don't lose tension through the full range of motion. In this little section, I've actually turned slightly so you can see that I'm not touching the ground and focus on keeping my calves tense the whole time. If you have access to some better equipment, you can put a 2x4 or some lift underneath your toes to help you get greater range of motion, but don't lose that contraction. Again, take this until fatigue. We all know that if you're working on bass drum speed that you felt the burn at the front of your shins, and there's muscles like tibialis anterior and extensor digitorum there. And those muscles help do a motion called dorsiflexion. So the exercise I'd like for you to do for this is to set a metronome, place your feet flat on the ground from your throne, and I want you to pick a timing and make sure that you're tapping your toes in time. In this example, I've chosen 1/8 notes of my feet playing unison strokes going up and down, and I want you to do it for as long as you can. If you can do this for more than 1.5 minutes without feeling fatigue, I'd suggest increasing the BPM to make sure you're getting a real challenge and a real burn. We're going to try to push it, but remember, stay coordinated and try to push yourself. Now, sets and reps are important, but if you're new to exercise, I would suggest that you just start doing all of these to fatigue. If you're new, you might find that you can only do 5 reps or do the dorsiflexion exercise for a few seconds without feeling a burn, and that's fine. That's a great starting point. If you're someone who's more advanced, pick some time constraints, do multiple sets and see how that goes, and even put extra weight on your body, see how that goes. Try to keep log of how long you're doing each thing so you can make sure you're progressing, because if you're doing the hip flexion exercise and you can currently only do 3, how great would it be if you could do 7 in 3 weeks from now? That will only translate back to the kit over here. Now in closing, I'm sure you guys all want bass drum pedal technique videos, and I could easily do some of those things for you, but frankly, there are great resources out there and far better drum set teachers than I. So please, just for now, focus on those resistance exercises and seek a really incredible teacher to help you with the actual pedal technique, and let's see how it goes. There's a lot more depth we can go into resistance exercises for the bass drum, so this is just the starting point. So dive in, see how it goes, and keep me posted. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, your biomechanics and fitness resource for the modern drummer. Please send me questions and let me know what you think of this series. I have a whole exercise execution series for each part of the body, and I'd love to hear what you think of it. Leave questions below, please subscribe, share it to your friends. Honestly, guys, I don't care about being popular. I really just care about helping as many drummers as possible using the tools that I have. So please help me do that. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon.